Wade met up with FLW angler Clark Wendlandt and went out on Lewis Smith Lake in Jasper, Alabama.
Sight fishing for bass for me, you know, that's just, that time of the year is one of my favorite times of the year. Knowing that those fish are coming up and being able to watch what they do and how they react to your bait, even if you don't catch them, is always something that's pretty special. And you know, on this particular trip, we were able to target spotted bass, and I don't get to fish for spotted bass honestly that much on a lot of the bodies of water that I travel to, and when I do, I'm always amazed at their actions and how tough and aggressive and how strong those fish are when you hook them.
Wade and I kind of had some plans of what we were going to do. We thought we were going to throw some topwater. We thought we were going to, you know, kind of run up the river and fish. And we put our boat in, we go across the lake, we go in a cove and look down, and we start seeing fish on the beds immediately. And he and I fish real similarly in that when we see bedding bass, we're stuck. I mean, we like to hunt, and looking for bedding fish is kind of like hunting. And so we were just both content as we could be, not really casting a lot, but just going down the bank and looking, and we found some big spots. We ended up catching a lot more spotted bass than largemouth, but what a cool lake. I mean, when you look at the beauty of that lake, it's one of those lakes that's just, it's way up there high on the scale of how pretty is it. He got it? He just swam up here and got it?
Yeah. Well, I could see him sitting below that ridge there. He was on the bottom of that ledge, and I got right at that ledge, and he just finally came up there.
That's a good spot right there.
It is. Come here, buddy. Those guys are fun. Look at that. That's pretty in that water there.
That is beautiful. So basically, you just kind of caught him by just getting your bait over there and
getting
just
over there.
I could see
him. I could see him below the top of that little, you know, it's like a little ledge there, and he was sitting right below that ledge.
Oh, great
good
fish.
Spot right there.
Great fish.
He was just sitting right there below that. Got it up there, and boy, once he saw it, it was over.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful
Spot.
Big old wide head on him. I mean,
Yeah.
man, that's a nice fish.
Sure.
You know, one thing I've really noticed about spotted bass is they're totally different fish. You know, largemouth a lot of times will go way back in the back. They'll get around the trees. They'll get up shallower. They want to be around some kind of cover. Well, a lot of times spotted bass, they'll be out on just open, bald points. We got one right here. I think it's a spotted bass. It's just up on a big old point, not very deep. And, you know, you just wouldn't see a largemouth bed right there.
Got it. He bit it and then never turned that time.
Look, he got
the whole thing.
He had the tail.
Tail nippers. Tug of war fish, man. You're playing tug of war with him. Tug of war. That's the thing about sight fishing though, you know, matching everything to it, and we're getting smaller. He nibbles it, and if it disappears now,
He's got it.
You only got half a French fry left.
I got about a quarter French fry.
Yeah. He is about to get surprised. Let's see. Whoop! Broke it off.
Yeah.
There you go.
I didn't think I'd jack that off.
You have mine. Oh. Nice job. Little spotty.
Yeah. How pretty they are. Man, we love seeing those like that.
That just never gets old.
It doesn't get old.
Know. You're sitting here and just playing with them and watching them the whole 9 yards.
That's so good. That's a beautiful fish right there. Look how tore up he is right there on the back of his tail. He's on that bed. And he'll get right back on
right
that
back
thing.
on there. You can catch him again if somebody wanted to.
You could definitely catch
He
him
might be
again.
caught 5 times today.
Man, that's clear water.
That's awesome.
That's fun.
go find another one or catch one swimming a jig. That's the thing about this time of the year. There's a lot of ways to catch them, but for guys like us that like to hunt things and look at things and are very visually oriented, it's impossible not to do that.
It's impossible not to at least keep your eyes open and pay attention. You can fish all you want, but let's just look and see. And you know, a lot of times it'll clue you into where one's at when you're actually fishing, so.
The Alaskan Series Cooler Packs by Arctic Ice. Specifically designed to keep your food and drinks cold all day long without having to use ice and end up with a soggy lunch. The Alaskan Series by Arctic Ice. Bitterly cold.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are built for the ultimate ownership experience. It's a commitment to excellence packed with real-world advantages and exclusive features. Experience the accelerated performance standards of the legendary Ranger Z series. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
There is no other sunglass product on the market like Amphibia. Optimized for life on water and land, Amphibia frames are designed to fit comfortably no matter how your face is shaped, to stay firmly in place through your most physical activities and to float in water.
See this? No! Oh! I see him!
On top of all this, Amphibia products are built to last, ensuring that they'll stand up to whatever you can dish out, time and time again. No other sunglass product on the market offers the features and quality that we do. Amphibia Sports Sunglasses incorporate several new advances, including maximum horizontal displacement lenses and a patented air cells that ensures every frame floats. In addition, Amphibia lenses are scratch-resistant, 100% polarized, anti-reflective on both the inside and outside, water-phobic, and ANSI-rated for protection. Amphibia sunglasses are truly designed for life on the water.
Bubble Blade. The Bubble Blade is the ultimate sportsman's knife. For fishing,
one cut and you're through, guys, kind of like butter.
Just like butter.
Hunting,
You can see it, just took that right off.
camping, or just carving up meat at the barbecue. If you've got a sportsman in the family, they're going to want to have a Bubba Blade knife. The super sharp edge and the large patented handle that gets sticky when wet makes the Bubba Blade a perfect sportsman's knife. The handle protects your hands from the blade, and the trigger grip and thumb pads let you have total control of the knife. The Bubba Blade comes in different styles and sizes to fit the need of every sportsman. So whether it's for the boat, hunting, camping, or just for slicing meat at a barbecue, the Bubba Blade is the ultimate knife for the sportsman. Go online at BubbaBlade.com to order your Bubba Blade today.
The world's best fishing line is now available in the United States.
That's a toad.
Sunline Super Fluorocarbon, with strength to guarantee your confidence.
The Fisherman's Handbook is brought to you in part by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Yamaha Marine, reliability starts here. Garmin, the power of simple. And by Power Pole Shallow Water Anchors, swift, silent, secure. Wade and Clark continue to sight fish on Lewis Smith Lake, throwing everything from shaky heads to soft plastics, and all of it seems to be paying off.
You know, tips and tactics and bait selection on these types of fishing trips, I mean, you know, when you talk to guys that fish those bodies of water over here in Alabama, I mean, a lot of them throw the shaky heads around. You know, they're throwing less than a quarter ounce a lot of times, obviously. You know, a finesse style worm. Baits like the squirrel tail worm are real popular over here, and they can always catch fish on them. And in this situation here, we caught some fish on those baits, but we also went, you know, to the sight fishing baits. A lot of times we downsized really small, you know, using 2-aught hooks and soft plastics and you know, quarter-ounce weights to be able to present it to the bait, to present the bait where the bass were. And you know what we found at the end of the day, we caught them on the white baits, we caught them on the green pumpkins, we caught them on chartreuse and other colors as well. And it was more for us on this particular trip about being able to present our baits and watch the reaction to the fish than any specific color that we were throwing.
Oh, there's one. Got him. Another little guy. But... That one actually bit a little topwater. You know, I like to throw a variety of baits when I'm searching for bedding fish, Wade, and you know, just topwater, fluke,
yep,
floating worm, jerk bait. I mean, you got all kinds of different options.
Fixing to bite it, fixing to be over right here. Bit it. Got it. Nice. That was so awesome.
That was
nice.
Pretty shallow, but pretty aggressive fish right there.
Yes. That was too good. You like kind of fish that bite like that, throw it in there.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's so fun. Very good, very fun. You like those one cast fish?
Those are my favorite kind right there. Cool. Okay. There you go.
Just coming off the edge of the dock.
Fat little spot.
Spots are always fat, aren't they?
Yeah, these fish know how to eat. And when you get a lake that's got blueback herring in it, one thing about it is they can get fat in a hurry. You know, Wade and I enjoy spending time together. We hunt together quite a bit, but in a fishing situation, I mean, it was all laughs today. I mean, we sat there and laughed at each other. The actual last fish we fished for of the day, we actually spent like an hour on and still didn't catch. We were both trading casts, so he'd throw a cast in there, I'd throw a cast in there. And every time he would throw, I'd say, you're gonna catch him this catch. Every time I'd throw, he would say, you're gonna catch him. We couldn't, neither one of us ever caught him. He hooked him once, we both missed him about 10 or 15 times, but sometimes they just get the best of him.
Coming up next, Wade heads up to Oklahoma to fish with an old friend. The Fisherman's Handbook crew trusts Ranger boats to get them to and from their favorite spots on the water. Let's put your Ranger knowledge to the test. For the answer to this, or to find out more about Ranger boats, visit mydreamrig.com.
Fish on! Come on, get together.
After all my years of searching, I finally busted the myth of the Yeti! The Angle High Performance Cooler, it's incredible! Just look at this lid, what a powerhouse! It's so freaking strong, so reliable, I just wanna boom! This silicone gasket's better than rubber!
Why, hello there. Are your base and sidewalls way thicker for superior insulation?
Oh, yes! After 10 days, still cold, still fresh. Let's see a Yeti do that. With Angle Coolers, it's official. The Yeti is busted!
Heavy duty, rugged, and designed for the big game hunter and angler. The Food Saver Game Saver Titanium Vacuum Sealer has the power and performance to seal in the freshness of your game and fish for up to 3 years, 5 times longer than standard storage methods. And with its extra-wide dual and repetitive sealing capabilities, that's a ton of big game savings. Tough tested and rated 4.8 out of 5 stars by outdoorsmen just like you. The Food Saver Titanium System, it's a true game changer.
fool for searching. Nessie doesn't want to be found. But I've got the new Garmin combo with the clearest scanning sonar images on the water. I can see Nessie's home and all the wee fish in crisp detail. I mean, look at it, look. It's her. You are real. You do exist.
Hobie's Mirage Drive kayaks set the standard for fun on the water. Whether your passion is fishing, sailing, or recreational adventure, Hobie's got a kayak for you. Hobie's Mirage Drive mimics nature's proven designs for efficient and powerful propulsion and enhances your kayaking experience. Mirage Power, Mirage Performance, Mirage Drive. Hobie, enjoy the ride.
C.A. Richardson here for Power Pole, where every shallow water anchor is designed and tested to be extremely quiet. How quiet? Let's take a look. Hey guys. Great work, guys.
Don't slam the door.
Power Pole, deadly silent to help you catch more fish.
The Fisherman's Handbook is brought to you in part by Bradley Smoker, food smoking made easy. Spro, sports professionals. Sunline America, the strength to guarantee your confidence. Big Bite Baits, designed to bring the big bite to your line. And by Arctic Ice, bitterly cold. Wade traveled to Lake Murray in Oklahoma to fish with his childhood friend and Bassmaster Elite touring pro, Jeff Kriet.
We have fished all over in the last few years. Haven't fished here, and I can't tell you the last time.
It's been probably 10 years since I fished with you on Lake Murray.
Last time we came up here, we fished a Tuesday night derby. You caught every bass. I didn't catch any. You gonna let me at least catch one this time?
I'm gonna tell you where to throw.
You told me last time I didn't catch them.
We got paid though. So.
We got paid.
No, the fishing's been really good here. You know, you gotta have one or two things to make a bass at the lake good. It seems like either hydrilla or tilapia to grow really big ones. This is home. This is pretty much where I learned to do everything. You know, I mean, it has a lot to offer. Light line, you know, it has a lot of smallmouth. It has some big largemouth in it. And the lake's really low right now. Lowest probably you've never seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen it this low.
Man, the deal I know, I mean, is any of the little dark spots you can see, you know, they're mainly on beds right now. So, you know, like those little rocks and things like right there I just threw by. There's fish right there.
He called that one too. He even told me, he said there will be one. I even let him cast out there.
Good one. Hold on. Guy's pretty in that clear water, isn't it?
Never gets old. Never gets old.
I love it. You know what I mean?
If you don't like the tick and the bump on a bass,
that's you know. I hear that stuff all the time, people. I mean, if you gave me the choice, but now I don't know about you. It said, okay, you can catch 20 pound-and-a-halfers. Or you can catch 1 8-pounder.
I'll take the 20.
I will too.
I'll take the 20.
Jeff and Wade's technique on Lake Murray is a simple one. Just casting soft plastics up in the shallow banks and keep one thing in mind.
I mean, you got to cover a little water, but you got to drag your bait slow.
You got to drag it slow. And sometimes that's hard to do.
It is. Yeah. But I mean, I think that.
Especially coming out of the pre-spawn where you might have been able to catch them reeling something a little quicker and get a reaction by it.
You know, it's a deal that, like right now, in my mind, every bass I'm fishing for is spawning, you know, right now.
It's hard sometimes to slow down like that.
Oh, it is.
But once you get dialed in on that type of a bite with on soft plastic, you're really deadly because you got confidence in it. You start presenting the bait better, you start fishing more thorough.
Good one.
Another good one. It's just gotta, I mean, out here you understand the dynamics of the lake so good and where they live.
You know, I mean, oh, look at there.
Put up somebody else's worm.
Well,
I'm like, dude, you're either cheating because I didn't see him tie that on. I said, he didn't tell me about
look
that.
at that. Obviously, you're not very smart. Look at that, would you?
I saw
wow.
that bait come out of there. I said, hey, you didn't tell me about
You've got to slow down, fella.
He's an overachiever.
Yeah, that fish right there. Woo.
Future 10-pounder.
Yeah.
He wants to eat. He's just like a machine.
Oh,
biggin'.
I'm telling you, man, Lake Murray.
Biggin'.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I might have to grab him for you. You got him?
It's a good one.
I don't think you're losing a local advantage anytime soon. I may see this all day long, but that's okay.
That's pretty, dude. I mean, like at Lake Murray, you used to could have maybe fished for all year long. All year long. You got a coal ring on it.
You're not culling that one very often. Dude, that's a freaking good one. We should have took a picture of him.
Yoo-hoo.
The Arctic Ice Tundra Series, capable of keeping your food frozen all day long. The Tundra Series is a portable, safe, and reusable alternative ideally suited to replace dry ice. Keep your food as frozen as the Tundra with the Tundra Series from Arctic Ice.
From bass and walleye to crappie in the great outdoors, you deserve more than old school aluminum. Reward yourself with the quality, performance, and extra room in a Ranger aluminum design. Packed with features, these rigs carry an ultra-smooth dry ride and stable platforms. Experience a Ranger aluminum boat today. It's engineered to excel and priced to be yours. Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here.
The world's best fishing line is now available in the United States. Sunline FX2, the strongest braid available.
This braid, I'll absolutely love it.
After your next successful fishing trip, savor the flavor with a Bradley Smoker. They have a whole list of creative recipes for catch with a wide variety of delicious smoky wood flavors. Find out more about making your meal as memorable as the fishing trip at bradleysmoker.com.
Yamaha VMAX SHO, the game changer. The pros knew right out of the first hole shot that the VMAX SHO was the real deal. VMAX SHO exceeds two-stroke performance, delivers four-stroke efficiency, and is packed with legendary Yamaha reliability. It's the faster, stronger, smarter, lighter family of VMAX SHO outboards from Yamaha.
Gill that I've used for the last 5 years has been a far superior product than anything else on the market.
The main thing that's really important to me is me being dry. I've been wearing Gill suits now for 3 years and never once have I gotten wet.
Ingle's got the original high performance cooler and a whole lot more. Ingle coolers, go with the original.
Welcome back to Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook with Wade Middleton.
You know, it's so fun to come out with Jeff and go fishing. We talk on the phone often, and we always try to plan trips, but the older we get, the sad part about it is the busier we've gotten, and we used to make a lot more time to just go fishing. So to come back here at the time of the year when it's one of my favorite times to go fish on a lake that we've got a tremendous amount of history is a lot of fun, and watch him and how his in-depth knowledge of a fishery and how great a technical fisherman he is to present the bait in the right spot and then shake it out there and whack some big ones.
You know, we're in Oklahoma right now, and generally, you know, once that water starts hitting around here in the, you know, kind of the high 50s, and it starts touching that 60 degrees, they're thinking about spawning. And once it hits 60 and gets in that 60 to 65, it's time. I mean, it's time to fish, and it's time for the fish to spawn. I mean, probably anywhere in Oklahoma you went right now on a lake, and we're in April, middle April right now, there's fish spawning right now, just about everywhere in the state. So this is, for Oklahoma, mid-April is about as good as it gets. That's pretty cool, be on a lake in Oklahoma. You don't know what species you're gonna catch. You know? Neat.
Smallmouth. Smallmouth. So pretty in the water.
Pull hard, don't they?
Well, how many times can you say that, but it's just the truth? Yeah. They're just pretty in that water like that. It's a hummer. A lot of them are like this in Lake Murray, this side. Makes for fun fishing.
But you catch, I mean, you know, and every now and then, this time of year and in the winter, you'll catch a big one.
Big.
I've caught some 6s out of here.
Back to bite again. Got it. He captured one.
I got one. Oh! Oh! Boy, he hit that thing so hard, like that scared me.
When a fish is lost on soft plastic, what happens? Why?
I didn't jerk right, I guess. I put that on operator error.
Operator error.
Yeah.
Do you think it's jerked too soon, jerked too?
You know, man, I tell you what, though, I think a lot of times you'll miss a lot of fish this time of year, I think. I mean, I know, like, the other day I was fishing, and, I mean, I missed 8 or 9. And I was like, oh, my gosh, what is the deal, you know? I was down. And then, you know what? About an hour later, I started never missed one the rest of the day. I mean, I think
it's just the mood.
I think the mood. I mean, you just missed 2.
Yeah.
And I just lost one. I lost one over there. Yeah. You know, I mean, I think they, you know.
When they want to eat it, you think they eat it and you don't lose them.
Yeah, I don't think you. I mean, it's got to be somebody else's fault besides mine.
I like that.
For me, in the spring of the year like this, when I know it's a spawning type deal, they're either, in my mind, I'm fishing for a fish that's coming, going, or is spawning. So for me, soft plastics are pretty much my go-to bait any lake in the country. I mean, it doesn't have to just be in Oklahoma. Big Bite has a full line of soft plastics. They make everything. You know, this time of year, like on this lake right here, one of my favorite things to do is you know, I like to just throw a little shaky head worm. I'll throw the squirrel tail worm. I like a green pumpkin, and I dip just the tip of that in chartreuse. We've caught a lot of fish today on a Big Bite fighting frog, and you know, it's just a really good bait this time of year. And the reason I say that is because, you know, when a fish is spawning, a lot of times, you know, he's really not in the mood to eat anyway. And with the soft plastics, you know, I can rig a Texas rig, and I can just drag it around real slow. And, you know, in my mind, I'm always trying to think, where would one spawn? You know, if I'm fishing bushes or something, you know, I'm going to cast between the bushes. And with the soft plastics, you know, I can drag it between the bushes. And, you know, I'll slow down when I get in those areas that I think there would be a bed.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode of Cabela's Fisherman's Handbook. For any of the products seen used on today's show, visit Cabelas.com.
Littler gave me this little armband the other day because I had a bad first day, and you see it says PMA for positive mental attitude. And I caught a big sack the second day. I hadn't taken it off yet.
That'll be pretty stinky here in a couple of days.
Huh?
That'll be pretty stinky.
That's all right.